Hello everybody, welcome back to Language, Litigation, and Integration Part 142, Casual Conversation 63. So you know how we do it, all things talking points and current events, just whatever's going on in the news, on Reddit, on Twitter, anything that pops up that I have something to say about, write it down and I give you my opinions, or proofs, super proofs, 300 proofs, woo, proofs. Do that. Well, relevant and random stories, I have that up there. I don't think I have any stories written down, so maybe not relevant random stories. But I needed some more stuff to fill up the board. Instead of some boobs or a wiener, I wrote up the education breakdown of the federal budget. So I wanted to crunch some numbers. Because last episode, if you give someone $1 and they don't pay you back, nobody's paying that off, and someone's gonna say, oh well, the $1 that the federals gave that they got was from taxpayer money. So let's put some numbers to that. Random four brain cell thought. Taxpayers, the lowly coal miner in Ohio, which is literally some of my family members, they're paying for Johnny's gender studies degree. And again, I think a lot of people are like, well, college is good for STEM. Education is free for people who try. So all of the information is out there, you just have to apply yourself. The best thing about school to me would be to form a network. Obviously school didn't work out too well for me and all I did was solve it all. So in general, education is to me is a facade in terms of higher education, undergraduate degrees in college specifically, right? Because like Prof. Carroll, shout out Prof. Carroll, glad your YouTube channel's still alive with no videos, you stupid fuck. But he was like, one of his episodes talking about me, actual research scientists, we don't teach our undergrads to do that. So again, they don't even teach you to do STEM in STEM. They teach you to be obedient and suffer like they suffered, and they're the most pathetic privileged people ever. So, I didn't have the entire federal budget. I did have it pulled up for the assessment today. We just need the education bit. But the first one, the top spending is like defense. Then I believe it's healthcare, like Medicare, Medicaid, pensions, stuff like that. A couple other ones. And education rings out of the total federal budget at 3%. So again, absolutely, I'm a huge proponent of people having directed taxes. They can direct their taxes to the things they want to go to in society. But at the bare fucking minimum, at least a breakdown. When you get your tax return, and you should get a little pie chart. Here's where your money went in an approximation. Because obviously our federal government is a bunch of fucking incompetent idiots, so they probably don't even know where the money goes exactly. So 3% federal budget. So let's say the average person, again, the upper tax brackets, they don't get any loan relief. Absolutely, if you can pay your loans, you should pay them back. In general, forgiving debt at the society level is a very good idea, as we've referenced historically. And because the dollar spent yesterday is not some affecting your financial perspective today. So in that same type of mindset, if you made $100,000 to $200,000 a year, I think this is 2018 data, but the total federal budget is $5.8 trillion. So if you pocketed $100K to $200K, and this is 2018, your average tax bill was $15,000, $322. So you times that by 0.03, and that's $460. So 75K to 100K, average tax bill is $77,390. Times that by 0.03, $222. 50K to 70K, average tax bill, $4,600 and change. Comes out to $141. 40K to 50K, average tax bill, $2,800.59, or $59. Times it by 3%, $86. So now, I want everyone who's making 100K to 200K, or was made 100K to 200K from 5 years ago, name one specific purchase you really gave a fuck about for $460. You may say, oh, it doesn't matter, it's my money. Correct, we need a functioning society. And so nobody that made 100 200K gives a fuck about $460 spent 7 years ago. They don't. It's not part of personal finance psychology at all. It just isn't. And so for the general, yes, the federal dollars that enabled the people to go get their gender studies is from taxpayer money. But this is education. This isn't federal grants for student loans. So just education in general. So that's the maximum that you could be paying from the hard work in Ohioans, from taxpayer dollars. So yeah, that 50, I'd say most people probably between the 50 and 100K that would even give a fucking shit. 100K to 200K, you should be able to pay your loans back. I mean, there's no forgiveness for higher debt. And then even like the private lenders, they're still scumbags, right? You can have businesses that aren't illegal that are absolute fucking trash. Predatory loans is loan sharking, it's shylocking. But education, good thing. When you're gambling, the mob's doing it, bad thing. But when it's education, because education's great for our kids. We lie about it every day. We just steal Brad's property. And yeah, and then we tell them to be obedient like us. Again, as I personally had my life destroyed through that process, and it's still destroyed to this minute of this day. But my overall point is a dollar spent yesterday is not part of personal finance. And if you're making $100, $200K, $460 from 7 years ago, it's not a part of your thought process. It isn't. It isn't. What you spent yesterday is not part of your thought process. So we need a functioning society, forgiveness of debt, and on top of that, the inherent nature of education is beneficial. This big lie narrative of go to school, hardworking group that wants the kids to do better than their parents type of deal. And then the reality, they just force them into a huge effing loan. Business loans should absolutely be more readily available than student loans. So I just wanted to do some quick analysis of that, because again, it's oversimplification. Every time I read anything on Twitter or just anybody, it's just idiots that have no understanding of actual economics. Like Tom Fitton. This is one of the dumbest fucks I've seen on Twitter so far. Ben Shapiro's a close second. He's up there. Lawrence Krauss is still alive. That's pretty cool. He was all butthurt that nobody has life figured out. Lex Friedman tweeted, "Yeah, I do. You have to eat, sleep, and hopefully make some friends." Yeah, I have life figured out, bro. I had to crack the code. You have to not die. No, see, big philosophical statement from a fucking retard, Lex Friedman. Oh, love and beauty. Nobody has life figured out. Yeah, not dying. That is what life is not dying. And every subsequent action is to do that to some extent. I figured it out, Lex. Busted the code, baby. But yeah, so I just want to put out this. But again, directed taxes would greatly benefit this, or at least a direct report of where your tax dollars go. So no, the forgiveness of loan in general is a good idea. But just like debt collectors, right? When people sell debt to that guy, and some Joe calls me every month, hey, Brad, you owe us $47. It's like, go kill yourself. Go feed an alligator. Saw some Russians getting eaten by a grizzly bear on Reddit. Go feed a grizzly bear. I think it was just a big brown bear. Go feed some wildlife. But I just wanted to put some numbers to the nonsense talk. We got some more updates on the Department of Justice. Makes redacted Mar-a-Lago affidavit public, which again most of it is blacked out. But we had 184 documents seized, 25 top secret, and then that said, and I have a quote, not sure where from, concerned Trump may flee, have question mark, or destroy documents. As stolen spy information could compromise agents, potential obstruction of justice. It's still not enough, again, for me to make a real definitive assessment on this. I would have to have not the super redacted, everything blacked out statements shit. But that endangered, again, I hate Americans, I have no respect. We have celebrated the death of cops in this lecture series because we don't have any laws that are actually enforced. But if we worked in a functioning society, presidents should be treated like everybody else. They're making a big thing in the news like a former president getting raided and all the MAGA retards. I'm a MAGA Republican, you're a MAGA retard. Make America retarded again. Oh, that's right, it's already retarded. So you don't have to do anything. All done here, folks. But if it endangered human life in any way, that would be the end all be all for me. Indictment, absolutely. And again, it would just have to be more definitive. If it's laxative, and then he says they refuses to turn him over. It's like, again, I don't. Just something's not adding up to me for this. Someone's exaggerating something. Someone's not fully public. Someone's exaggerating something because I can't see it. I can't be as dumb as fuck as Donald Trump is. I can't see him be like, yeah, this document endangers human life. Give it back to us. Nah, I'm gonna keep it. Like something's not adding up to me. And again, not for or against Trump. I hate all politics. Just what the fuck happened. I can't speak to anything. I don't know exactly what happened. But if any intentionality of even negligently exposing, meaning there's a top secret document with this agent that's stationed over here in this building where a ton of people go through and have plenty of access, or just some access, or just anybody, again, with world governments, they can have this guy or that guy get a job here or there and do stuff like that. Obviously, fucking obviously. Look at all the people watching me. Hey guys, how's it going? How's Johnny Appleseed doing? Johnny Appleseed, you still at HQ Flats? How's Pocky? I like your doggo. It's a pretty cool doggo. Johnny Boy was really good at the fucking longboard. He could rip that shit. But So if there was any information, even intentionally neglected, to be returned that endangers a service person, and I don't give a fuck about the military, then I would indict on that. Period. End of fucking story. For the rest of the information, again, a nuclear code, was it the double keys ready to go, or was it just something else? So again, I would just need to know. I can't speak to anything really on this. But to me, indictment would absolutely follow. Again, anything a normal person would be indicted for. I want to make the punishment or crimes more severe or less severe. Presidents are citizens. Facts. That is true. Prove me wrong. But I would need more information. President should be treated like everybody else. And if there was any intentionality, negligence, or otherwise that would endanger a serviceman, indictment. And then Lindsey Graham says an indictment would cause the Trumpers, again, the retards, again, it is a violent cult. It is a violent cult of illiteracy. So again, extremist, Antifa, Proud Boys, just read a book or go feed a grizzly bear. Just one of the two. It's not that difficult. But that's really all I have to say for that. I watched a video with Jennifer Bet David, Patrick Bet David's wife. I always like to give the women's assessment of the man after watching, because I watch Patrick Bet David's podcast all the time. PBD, yeah. Why bet on Goliath when you can bet on Bet David? I don't know. It's his intro song for his podcast. No, decent intro. Firing some guns, America, Kobe. You're old Kobe. Excuse me. But I like to see that women's assessment, because I've been following Patrick talking. So again, I literally learn the individual, but people, like the voices, their tonalities, the inclinations. Excuse me. So it just popped up on my YouTube. Wanted to check it out. She runs a marketing business. Just some quotes that stood out to me. Patrick can lose his temper quickly. Oh, Patrick, you big entrepreneur, you big guy, you making all that money, the big CEO running those companies. Oh, we just had a big 8-figure exit. Oh, but you lose your temper quickly because you're insecure. Come on, man. Come on. It's all my way or the highway. Get it done. 20 rules for success. The 20 years success. After 2 weeks, you can make progress. 22 years strong. Every single day, not an inch of progress. Sweet. Yes. She says, I was intimidated. Because again, Jen was making good money out of college, young 20s, making over 100K, 6 figures. Patrick was doing the same thing in the insurance industry. They met at the insurance company. But intimidated. Yeah, again, I intimidated the head of the FBI for standing on my porch talking to myself. So imagine me trying to date a girl. Oh, yeah, fuck. And again, it's really the male's reaction in the group, and then the females just kind of pick up on it. And it's true for everybody, but I'm a straight male seeking female. Male seeking female. and so yeah, she was intimidated again by insecurity. Insecure people have to have it their way. My way or the highway, baby. And it's really, they've just never been challenged. They've never faced adversity in the sense of like, they're wrong, that somebody else in the room they're not the smartest person in the room. Well, you can be as long as you kick me out of that room. But what else? She says we strive to be number one in all that we do, and he's demanding. Again, that's, he comes out, he's in the army, he's still running, trying to drink as much as he can. Go, driving fast. He told a story about going fucking 100 miles an hour, 120, in a 45-mile fucking speed limit. Bullshit. I'm calling bullshit on that. You'd be in prison for that. I don't give a fuck if you're famous. You'd be in prison for that. 120 on a 45, it's reckless endangerment for sure. So I'm calling bullshit on that, at least the actual speeds. But yeah, he's demanding, he's intimidating, and loses his temper quickly because he's an insecure beta male that got some business success. Now it's his way or the highway. Just like Neil Ferguson. I keep seeing that fucking cunt from the Hoover Institute in, I don't know, Scotland, Ireland. But now, everything we've said, talking about Peter Thiel himself, everything we said in our 20 was insufferable. Yet, it's all of these people. That's Patrick. That's Neil. That's what's Thiel's first name? Peter. Fag Boy Pete. So, I don't know, just popped up on my YouTubes, watch that. Moderna sues Pfizer and BioNTech for using mRNA technology in their COVID-19 vaccine. Bum, bum, bum. Drama in the big pharma land. I don't know, not much to say there. We'll see. Interesting to see what develops there. Novak Djokovic is out of the U.S. Open for being unvaccinated. Good riddance, you stupid fuck. You play tennis. Bounce the ball, Pete Sampras, serve, ace, deuces, love. We're playing on clay, grass. Oh no, I think the US Open's cement. But no, I'm a great tennis player. I'm just a pillar. I'm a pillar of the community. I hit a fucking ball around. Then I deny science and say it's my right to endanger other people's because I'm so scientifically illiterate and I'm the greatest tennis player of all time. I don't know, Nadal might take you. Fucking Federer might take you. Shit, Djokovic. Maybe you're just a joke, little nigga. You ain't no goat. Fuck out of here. So, good. Just on principle. Again, I wouldn't ban unvaccinated people from my bar or restaurant, so don't give a fuck. But on principle, if you're in a place of notoriety or stance where you have a platform to speak on, you do reckless behavior and say, it's my right, it's not. Just isn't. Oh, prime hydration. I had a couple economics. I'll probably do I've only done one food review, that was my grocery shopping. But I'll probably do a review of all the tastes of the prime drink. Figure I watched Impulsive. And so, with Mike Maylock and George Jankos, or Jank My Wiener Off. But I tried out some prime. I saw it in the wild at HQ Flats at the pool, the lime flavored, and I saw it at the grocery store. Got this at Target. I figured, fuck yeah, I'll drink prime. Drink prime! Drink prime! I'm just gonna do a segment where I start plugging other people's products. Drink prime! But absolutely, A+. Really liked it. Flavor profile was fantastic. I got the ice pop flavor. It's a hydration drink. It's got good, basically no fucking sugar, 20 calories, some good vitamins and minerals, but it sat really well. The taste profile was fantastic, and I've been a weightlifter since I've been 15 years of age. And any dense protein shake or performance-enhancing liquid that you could drink, I've probably tried it. Sits fantastic in your stomach. Thoroughly enjoyed the taste. So, A+ on Prime. The only knockback to me was the $1.99 price point. Haven't bought a Gatorade bottle since Nam. So, every now and again I'll buy the Blue Powerades, not because I'm hungover, I actually just like the taste of those as well. So I think those are like 89 cents. So the only knock is the price point. But again, the way it sat in my stomach, it felt really good. So, I'm a fan of Prime. Drink Prime, drink Prime, drink Prime! No, and you're partnering with Arsenal? I'll buy fucking Arsenal. I wanted fucking Chelsea, but I'll buy one of that. I want a fucking soccer club to kick the ball around on the pitch with Rebecca Lowe and the two Robbies. I think it's Rebecca Lowe and the two Robbies? Robbie Earl and Robbie something else? So drink some Prime. Get that $1.99 a bottle down. Quiet quitting becomes a phrase for not going above and beyond at work. What do I think? Employer-employee relationship. Should there be pressure at the business to go above and beyond? No. If you're the operator of the business, if you're the owner, that is your job, to make shit fucking work. So as an owner-operator, I would not expect anybody to go above and beyond. Probably get some new shirt. This one has some pretty nice pit stains, just for your viewing enjoyment. I did get three new t-shirts. First new clothing that I've bought in probably 3 years. Bought 3 shirts at Target. Sick. But as an employee, I wouldn't sabotage the business. I would certainly feel responsibility to, again, if someone's giving me a paycheck, don't bite the hand that feeds you. I would not feel an obligation to go above and beyond. And as an employer, I would not feel an obligation to go above and beyond. The people that do are the people that climb the corporate ladder. Oh, I spent 80 hours a week. I was always in there trying to improve my bosses. So you're a bootlicker. You're a fucking dick sucker. If you're a good business operator, A, B, and C gets done. High level of executives don't make big operative decisions every fucking day. They just manage people. So, quiet quitting, weird term, but I don't think there's any obligation to go above and beyond at work. At first I thought it meant like doing less than you're obligated to get fired, which I'd be against that. If you want to quit. But I would not do less than obligated to get fired. But I wouldn't, from either the employee or the employer standpoint, I don't think going above and beyond should be expected or obligated for promotions or just climbing, being the next bootlicker, getting out that middle level management, climbing the ranks to partner. Would I give Adam Newman money? I watched a segment on the Compound and Friends most recent episode. This is on August 29th, so whatever the past one was. I'm talking about WeWork. Didn't really, obviously heard of WeWork throughout the news and stuff. I didn't follow it super closely, so I don't really know the business model. But from the podcast, it sounds like communal living for like 20s to 30-year-olds. Just people who are like, they're not really either can't afford a house, can't qualify a mortgage, don't really want to live with a bunch of roommates anymore. or like I don't know. I just don't know the living structure. I think it's just like communal living, but you get like a dorm or something. I just don't know the business model. But the more general question is, would I give an entrepreneur that has burned through a ton of money more money for a different venture? They talk about he started a new project kind of deal, and I just don't know the story well enough, and I didn't look into it. I don't really care. But the talking point I got of this is, would I give an entrepreneur that has burned through a lot of money more money? It really just depends. If there was no malicious intent, I mean, an investment's a risk. So if there was no malicious intent, again, I wouldn't be investing in these businesses where you have to raise huge rounds to maybe get profitable in like 17 years. So that's not an investment. I would pass on that in general. But if I was in an investment and it went under, burned through a bunch of cash, if the entrepreneur had a good idea and just market dynamics, just the business didn't work out, competition, something like that, I'd probably give people money again. And I don't know the Adam Newman case specifically. Yeah, and that's pretty much it. It really, the investment to me is like, entrepreneurs can be, you can get that pivotal entrepreneur, but I'm that guy. So if the business model makes sense, I'd be able to help them. But in general, pretty neutral. If there's no malicious intent and the next business plan was a good one, you learn. You never lose, you just learn. So again, the attempt as the entrepreneurial venture is certainly the most greatest learning experience for business. So if someone has more experience than the next guy, it'd probably be a good idea. No malicious intent. If whatever project failed, and they showed me some sort of character or some sort of skill set, I probably would find the next one. Well, let me make sure I'm still rolling and finish up the talking points. So, the Ohio Stand Your Ground bill goes into effect, and there was a case that was interesting. An ex-boyfriend was shot and killed in Ohio, breaking into a home. The perpetrator was 22-year-old James Douglas Rail, and no indictment is expected. I don't think there is any indictment. It was pretty recent. It was just on Reddit. But again, just that's the case. If you want to go watch the video, I'm not going to put the video up here. I don't even know if that get me copyright striked. I just don't have the video, and I don't give a fuck to. So if you want to look into that case, go look into it. Basically, a 22-year-old, he's at his ex-girlfriend's house. They're yelling at him. The dad's yelling at him to leave. And he's not. He's just kind of like staring at the Ring camera doorbell. And they start shouldering the door. And then the instant he breaks into his home, he gets laid the fuck out. The dad shoots him. Good. Regardless of the scenario, someone breaking and entering, you should absolutely be able to use deadly force to protect your home and your property to a substantial level. Again, absolutely not against people looting and rioting in LA convenience stores stealing $900. But I want to gun somebody down for that. Would I blame somebody else for doing that? No, I really wouldn't. But I thought it was a good shoot. But again, yeah, breaking it into a home. But again, that's an example of the Ohio Stand Your Ground bill. Someone's threatening your life or your property. Again, not wielding a weapon, not doing anything overtly like has a gun, has a knife, but breaking into a door is absolutely threatening your well-being in your life. So good on the no indictment, breaking into a home in general, good shoot in general. But yeah, I can't defend my property to any level. I can't file lawsuits. I can't collect my billions and trillions and seriously, don't call me with less than $250 billion. I can put you guys on a payment plan, but I want every penny that I have fucking earned. Because you guys destroyed my life, so I'm gonna stick it to you. No settlements here, baby. Every penny I've earned. So yeah, Ohio Stand Your Ground, but we just a la carte our laws. Whatever laws we like. Again, I haven't been harassed by cops in the past 2 weeks. They haven't gotten back to me with the public records for shooting involvements after Robbins is jiggling his gun, just getting all fucking goofy because I existed in my own home. So again, they just intimidate you, and then you shoot them an email, and they said, give me more specifics. I said, shooting involvements with Robbins in the past 5 years, and no response. So thank you, Franklin County Sheriff's Office. Now go back to stealing my research. Send your kids to school, steal from Brad. Do your homework, steal from Brad. Be a good person, steal from Brad. Learn music, steal from Brad. Learn finance, steal from Brad. Learn history, steal from Brad. Learn linguistics, steal from Brad. Learn mathematics, steal from Brad. Learn science, steal from Brad. Do physics, steal from Brad. And then we're going to go threaten him. Yeah. Stop calling our bosses. Is this Brad Bohart? Good God, hillbillies. Greg Abbott goes to dinner. I want to read a Reddit screenshot. Again, I do not have if this is absolutely vetted to be true, so I'm assuming it's true. But this is a post from a guy named Denise. Yeah, it's Denise, sorry. My niece was a server at the Rainforest Cafe in Grapevine, Texas. Governor Greg Abbott, came in with a party of 20. 2 servers, not one dime for a tip. His wife told my niece they should be honored to serve him. My niece, single mom, came home in tears. That's my favorite part is, again, strictly from an economics perspective, I tip well, even living on $35,000 a year. At this point, I don't think the last time I've gone out to a restaurant in months. It's strictly because of income. But I can't imagine tipping less than like 20 to 30% for real. But that's just what I do. But again, I don't think tipping is obligated. If you want more money, develop your skill sets and get a better job. But the thing that gets me is, well, shitty from an absolute fucking shit from a governor. Again, if you can't afford to tip well and you don't tip well, I don't blame that. Like, people say, don't go out if you can't tip well. If you want to go out and you're on a budget, it's not your fucking fault if you can't tip well. Tip what you can. But obviously, the governor can be. But again, right to life and rights and freedom. Oh, we don't even throw in $10, $200 bill. Oh, it's 20 people, almost certainly way more than that, probably $1,000. But maybe way more than that. But yeah, not being able to tip as a governor is absolutely fucking atrocious. It's just a scumbag, and just an indecent fucking scumbag. But he rattles the sabers for the right illiterate fucking hillbillies of the first cousin fuckers, MAGAs. Proud boys. God and country and family. I'm not gonna help yours though, my money. And his bimbo-ass wife. His wife told my niece they should be honored to serve him. Is that how you feel when you spread your pussy lips and get fucked by him? Oh, I'm so honored to take dick from Greg Abbott. Oh, fill me up, Greg. Fill me up. Oh, fill me up, Greggy Daddy. Oh, I'm so honored. I just took some hot, sweet, and salty semen right from the greatest leader in the known universe, Greg Abbott, Republican, Texas. Beto's coming for you. Beto's about to get there too. Speaking of our great American troops, I saw a video, this is also on Reddit today, I'm not going to put it up, you can Google it, but American troops laughing on a video as they kill, I think it was Afghanistan civilians with drones, are hard-working men and women who serve, as they sit behind their little thermal drones, just literally tearing apart fucking civilian people. So again, the American government, the American law enforcement, fuck you and fuck you're dead. Fuck you. Thank you for my rights. I don't have any. I don't fucking have any. I don't know people fucking anything. Fuck this country. Military's fucking disgusting. And seriously, I've seen a couple of videos of just in the depths of the internet of soldiers killing people, civilians, brutally. Again, you put a savage with a gun, they're going to assert any authority over somebody they can. And whatever everyone else in the group is doing, that's what they're going to do. Even if it's bombing and destroying civilians. So absolutely fucking disgusting. And if you've committed like war crime, that's war crime. If you've committed war crimes like that, you're gonna die 1,000 times in the next lifetime. Whatever you put into this world will come back to you. Karma, motherfucker. Ozzy Osbourne says mass shootings influenced him and his family to move back to the UK. Totally agree. I'd fucking want the fuck out of this third world fucking country. It's hillbillies and it's pathetic people, and people so privileged that they say, well, now my responsibility. Just we have our own lives to live. Gotta go sell some shit like student loan debt. I'm a hard-working American. I'm gonna go bottom feed off some student loans. Sweet, just contributing to our society so much. But yeah, I went out. I've literally rescinded my United citizenship in 2018. And the only reason I can't leave is because people won't release my property to me. Sweet. A Dutch soldier was shot in Indianapolis and dies of his injuries. He was in a hotel altercation. I think he was like 26 years old. I think there was 3 of them shot. There wasn't much on the thing, but Indianapolis is kind of close to Columbus. I've been there a couple times. The thing that I got out of this was what happens if an American soldier was in another country and they went out to the bar and they were, again, I don't know who was being rowdy, who was doing what. And again, always for considering antagonism. Doesn't matter who's involved. Just need more information. But assuming the Americans were the fucking cunts, and they got all riled up, or they instigated, or they were in the wrong, and they shot and killed a Dutch soldier. What if that happened to an American soldier? I'm sure American government would care so much. But no, right? We're America's the greatest, and then we defend our own, but we're really just hypocrites that fucking form gangs. So we'll just have to see if anything pops up of that. Again, if stuff doesn't, anything I've talked about in these previous lectures or discussions or whatever, if nothing new pops up about them, I don't think about them again. So just don't have much information. VMA awards were presented. Again, Video Music Awards for all those great musicians out there. Picked up the guitar for the first time in months yesterday, or 2 days ago. Dropped a cover song, Dustin Lynch, Thinking About You. But yeah, I really genuinely gave it a good effort at being a musician. I exploded behind closed doors, like Eric Weinstein said, but I did science years before that, so I'm not allowed to have a career in any capacity at all. I'm allowed to suffer, that's what I'm allowed to do, I'm a slave. And all of these other fat Lizzo, again, her like she's got like umbrellas to cover like fucking tits that are like down to her knees, and she's like, how do we empower our bitches, our black women? It's like education enforcing the law. It's still the same thing for every racist, whether you're white against black, black against white, Indian versus Palestinian. I just started watching Mo, the show. It's a quick show. I'll give a review on that. I don't know, it hasn't really struck a chord with me. Again, just towards the plot development. It's pretty cool. You have a Palestinian who speaks Arabic, and he's dating like a Mexican chick, so you get some good Arabic and Spanish together. So that's cool cultural show in terms of like just hearing the linguistics, the phonetics. Arabic is a pretty light phonetic language. I have the cousin who told me that my research was shit, and I started yelling fuck at her, and then some old fat dude drives by me at Salt Fork State Park and says, wow, she's married to, I think he's from Egypt, but he's certainly Arabic speaking native. And so I've done some words with him, but just phonetically, the only real takeaway was as learning French as a second language, my pronunciation sounds kind of harsh in Arabic. So it just says, I guess it's just phonetically softer. But all this, again, at this time, I'm trained with all the phonetics. Like when Johnny Appleseed asked me how many languages do I speak, and to me it's an indescript question. I can speak any sounds. In grammar, that's how I solved all of physics. So I can do the speaking the languages thing. It's just I'm not speaking a language, and I can derive the languages in real time, as proven with the Bulgarian chick. So it's like, how many languages do I speak? All of them. How many I trained in with enough to have a conversation? I know 10 to 15. Currently at this time, trained with I haven't done any more language training in a year or two. But again, probably 25 to 35 in terms of training with the phonetics of listening to it before. But yeah, sidetracked from the VMA Awards, but I didn't watch anything. I watched like maybe 5-10 minutes. It's just amazing seeing all those people. Like, that's where I should be. Like I should actually be like doing stuff. Yeah, I swear you guys just hop around from award shows to TV shows to podcasts. Just do music for 3 to 4 years, blow up, then go to the VMAs, then go to the Tonys, then go to the Oscars, then go to the Tonys again, the Oscars, the VMAs, MTV Awards, then hop on over to a podcast, then go to the Kelly Clarkson show, then the Drew Barrymore show, then live with Kelly and Ryan. So it's like, what a fucking privilege. You fat bitch, Lizzo, eat less and exercise. You dumb bitch, body positive, I'm positive, you're gonna die fast if you don't get good health. So, and I don't give a fuck, I don't care. So yeah, it's good to see all the privilege going on in the world. And final talking point for today, no stories at all. I'm about out of stories, it's just if anything new pops up or remember anything. But we had CNBC has not reported on the most important financial asset of our times. It has now exploded today. And this is not a joke. The asset is called CumRocket. It is it's a crypto. The ticker is Cummies, like big Cummies. CUMMIES.X. Wow, it's up 113% now. CNBC, if you want to be the premier talk show about finance, daytime finance, we need to be reporting on the CumRocket. Big Cummies is launching 115%. If you would have bought the CumRocket yesterday, you'd be up 114% right now. That's big explosions of Cummies. So, I was fucking laughing my ass off at this. I just scroll some stock twits. We got the Dow, we got the Weber, and then we got Cummies. And I was like, oh, I gotta click on that one. Oh, 117% now. And it's called the CumRocket. And so I thought this was fucking absolutely fucking hilarious. And then we have another one trending right now. It's called Bone. Bone Shiba Swap. Oh, this one's less direct. But yes, you can buy an asset called the CumRocket, and it's under the cryptocurrency signal Cummies.x. So I just saw that on the finance app this morning, and I was very inspired. But in all seriousness, we're just apes on a fucking rock. You can call it Schwab or Merrill Lynch or Goldman Sachs, and it's just digits on a screen representing value based on the effort you've put into our society. So I thought that was pretty inspiring. So I don't know, enough for another episode. So thank you for watching Language Litigation Integration Part 142, Casual Conversation 63. See you next time. Probably breaking down Mo. I mean, it's an 8 episode, 20 to 30 minute episode show. So I don't know, it's probably a B- right now. If just the plot hasn't been super convincing, and so I really like the Never Have I Ever because the tone was just playful and fun, and the jokes were funny. So we'll see what the final grade is from Bo. That will probably be my video for tomorrow. So thanks for watching. See you next time on whatever I'm doing tomorrow. See you then.